Hey, this is Andrew from B&H here at NAMM 2024 out here in balmy Anaheim, California. And we're excited. We haven't been to the show for a few years, so let's start out here and check out what's new with Mackie in 2024. First up, we have the DLZ Creator XS. In 2023, Mackie introduced the DLZ Creator, which was a fully featured, self-contained podcasting unit that had, multiple faders and multiple XLR inputs. So here is a scaled-down version, but it's only scaled down really in physical size. Internally, it has all of the same functionality, and instead of faders, you have rotary encoders. There's two XLR inputs. There's a 7-inch touchscreen here. Of course, it's equipped with Mackie's Mix Agent, which provides a very quick and easy way of getting up and going. If you go into the settings icon and then to the control mode, you can choose from Easy, Enhanced, or Pro, and they basically are tailored to your comfort level. So if you're someone who's not super familiar using audio tools like equalization and compression, you can choose the Easy mode, and a lot of the processing will be taken care of for you. You can just choose your microphone and away you go. Whereas if you want a little more functionality or a little more control over the functionality, you can go to the enhanced mode, and then when it comes to things like effects, etc., you can get more hands-on control over the different parameters. Or you can go all the way up to the Pro mode, and then you can fully customize everything yourself. There's also the setup assistant, which makes setup really quick. You can just enable that, and it will take you through the steps on the screen of actually getting set up so that you can get podcasting very quickly. The DLZ Creator XS also has an enhanced pad mode. So of course, on the original DLZ Creator, you could use the pads to play back samples, and you can do that on this unit too, but there's also an enhanced mode. So if we go into there, you can see that we have the sample playback, but then there's also a control mode, which has some interesting features here. There's a sensor button. You can also create mute groups, and then there is a locals only feature. So if you wanted to just talk in between you and your guests in the studio locally, you can engage that button and it will mute the audio from going out to the stream. And likewise, the intercom feature will do the same. If you have a remote guest coming in, it's going to mute that from going out into the stream. There's also a fade out and as well as a ducking feature that you can enable, and you can set these up so you can quickly access them by using the control pads. In addition, the pads can be configured to control one-shot effects. So if I click over to the effects tab, I could choose for this particular pad to have a reverb or a delay or a telephone effect or another voice effect on it. And basically it's set up so that whenever I push this down and speak into the microphone, that's when the effect is going to be enabled. So if you want your voice to suddenly have reverb or suddenly have delay that trails off, that's an easy way to do it, or suddenly have a telephone effect even. So it's a way that you can implement these voice effects very quickly and spontaneously on the fly in your podcast. Another exciting release for Mackie at Winter NAMM 2024 is the Mainstream, which is a streaming interface. It's capable of taking 3 HDMI signals along with 2 audio signals. It's got an XLR connection as well as an 1/8-inch stereo in, and it allows you to basically aggregate all of those and send them out to your favorite streaming software. So here we've got it set up with OBS. These keys on the front here, these hotkeys, they can be mapped to any function that you want that's capable of being mapped in your OBS software. So say here, if I wanted to switch camera angles to a webcam, go back, we can do picture in picture. And for incorporating software audio in addition to hardware audio, there's also the Mackie Matrix software, which allows you to basically route and mix those different streams. And then you can also assign sample pad triggering to these hotkeys as well. Next up, let's check out the ShowBox, which is a busking performance amp / PA hybrid. It's a 400-watt powered speaker, essentially, that is battery powered for up to 12 hours. And it features this cool mixer here that actually docks into the side of the unit, and it can be removed from there and mounted on a microphone stand and connected via an Ethernet cable. So let's talk about some of the features that this has. We have basically 2 microphone channels and 2 guitar channels. And on the mixer here, you just use these buttons up here to select which channel, and it allows you then to get into the encoders, which can be used to control the parameters for each channel. There's a powerful effects engine here, as well as a compressor and a 3-band equalizer. And there's also an onboard looper. that can be controlled by the optional foot switch. The optional foot switch also controls the effects. You can, turn them on and off via that and have control over the looper with that optional foot switch. Some of the other features are there's an option to record via an SD card on the back of the unit. And then there is also a USB connection on the back. So you could plug this into your computer if you want to use it as an interface to record. You can plug it into a mobile device and you could actually stream from your mobile device. So you can be out on the street performing and live streaming at the same time. So that's the Mackie ShowBox. This is the MobileMix, which is the first battery-powered mixer that Mackie has made, and it's designed for going out in the field. It can be used for musicians for performances, say if you want to have a small mixer that you can send to a PA, as well as record your set, or it can be used for other content creators as well. So it's an 8-channel mixer. Channels 1 and 2 have mic preamps, and they also have a combo XLR 1/4-inch input jack. Channel 3 and 4 is a stereo line input there, so there's 2 1/4-inch jacks. Channels 5 and 6 is a stereo 1/8-inch input jack, and then channel 7 and 8 is a Bluetooth input there, so you can stream music to this device. On the back, you've got 2 headphone outputs, and then there's also a main output on 2 1/4-inch jacks. The MobileMix makes it really easy to send your audio stream to either a phone or to a camera via this 1/8-inch jack on the front. When the button is in the up mode, it's actually padded down. That's the phone setting, so it's padded down to be sent to the phone at a mic level. And when you push this down, it disengages the pad and sends to the camera at a line level. So it's very easy if you want to record, if you're doing a music shoot outside and you want to record your audio stream to your camera so you don't have to worry about syncing it up later on in post-production. You can easily do this with the MobileMix. So as you can see, some really exciting products from Mackie for 2024. There's also an update to the ProFX mixer series, so that's the ProFX V3 Plus. These mixers now have a USB-C interface as well as effects from the Onyx series mixers, and there's Bluetooth streaming as well as 3 recording modes, and one of those includes a mix minus, so you can also use these mixers for podcast production and have interviewers call in, etc. There's so much more to check out at the 2024 NAMM show, so please stay tuned to our coverage. This has been Andrew from V&H, and I'll see you in the next video.